morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Dorsey.
I'm Keegan Smith.
And we're back. Here's Think Sports, episode 2. So today we got a lot of football talk going on today.
Yeah, week 17 in the NFL wrapping up. But here's the thing. With the wrapping up of the NFL, you look to the playoffs and then you look to other sports. So I'm just glad it's over. This NFL season has been very disappointing, and it has not lived up to its expectations. I came in very excited, and not just because I'm a Giants fan, just because I'm a football fan, to see the off-field allegations and all the troubles. It's been really disappointing.
Yeah, there have been some good moments though. So I'm gonna ask you this: what's your favorite storyline this year, this NFL season, as we wrap it up?
All right, here's the thing. My favorite storyline is definitely the Minnesota Vikings. Started the year with 3 quarterbacks, and the third string ended up getting the starts. Case Keenum, about 4 games in, started getting the starts, and he's been on a tear. His completion percentage is beautiful. He barely throws interceptions, touchdowns through the roof. He's really led this team and really stepped up as a team leader. To see the Vikings perform this way and Case Keenum really step up when they needed him, It's been great. Great to see.
Yeah, looking to lock up that first round bye in the playoffs this week, and I think they're going to be going places in the playoffs this year.
How about you? What are your favorite moment?
I got to look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Clinched the AFC South last week. Blake Bortles didn't perform well against the Niners, but doesn't matter. That defense it's the first time since 1999 they clinched the AFC South, and it's also their first winning record a couple years ago since in over a decade they've had a winning record. And Bortles, like I said, he's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
But their defense is just very good. I think they're going to roll their way to the playoffs.
Definitely.
In a strong way.
Yeah, definitely they might be looking for quarterbacks either in the draft or in the market this offseason.
But they got that defense working well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, so favorite moments just talked about. How about least favorite moments?
Least favorite, got to go with the Texans. Texans and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
They started 4 wins early. They were 4-3, I believe. Yeah. They had a couple tough matchups against Kansas City and the Patriots. And then they lost Deshaun Watson with a heartbreaking injury. Yeah. And then now they're 4-11. They're trying to rely on Tom Savage and TJ Yates. It's not going to work out. The team fell apart. They lost Whitney Merciless. They lost JJ Watt. And it's just a tough story to talk about.
Well, yeah, it's disappointing because Houston been through so much this year, with the hurricane, and JJ Watt just did so much for those people. Yeah. Aided in the relief tremendously. And then, it just they didn't have the motivation on the field. I thought it was going to push them like the Astros, because, the Houston Astros won the World Series this year. It was fantastic for the city of Houston.
Absolutely.
Then come football time, they didn't live up. All right, my biggest disappointment this season, my boys, the G-Men. I don't know what happened, especially Eli Manning breaking his consecutive start streak, 210 games. It's just real disappointing to see the Giants perform this way. They don't even look like they care. Yeah. You have Landon Collins calling Eli Apple a cancer to the team. Yeah. Eli Apple suspended again for the final game of the season. The Giants just, you really see the integrity of the team when they're losing, and to see the defense turn on each other like this, it's not good.
Yeah, Eli Apple definitely might be looking for a new job next year.
Yeah. As
the Giants look to recover from this horrible season.
Hopefully with the number 2 spot in the draft, they could really boost their offensive line, because that's what they need. Because here's the thing, Eli Manning is a great quarterback. He just has no time. So no one's going to be a great quarterback with literally an offensive line that's just super permeable.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So this week, Kansas City Chiefs have decided to start Patrick Mahomes II in place of Alex Smith as they look toward the future and get a glimpse of their future quarterback. Mike, what do you think?
Well, as a loyal Chiefs fan, I love Pat Mahomes. I love Alex Smith. Pat Mahomes, however, is the future of Kansas City. I think since the preseason, that's all he had.
Yeah.
He had 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He looked great.
Yeah.
Alex Smith got to got to start throughout the season, making it, leading them to the playoffs. They locked up that 4 seed.
Definitely.
So Andy Reid might as well try out Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Mahomes says he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready to go. He's looking to get a win for them this week at Denver, and I think he'll get it. I think he's a great up and coming star.
Yeah.
He's got to learn from Alex Smith, who's been to the playoffs the past 3 years.
Yeah.
I think this could be good.
And that Denver defense is not the machine it used to be. So this will be, I mean, it's a test, obviously, because they're NFL players, but it won't be too much of a challenge.
Yeah. I definitely think he could go in there and get a win. And look forward to a bright future there in KC.
Definitely. All right. Further news in the NFL, we have James Harrison, the Pro Bowl, all NFL linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers, now on kind of the evil empire of the New England Patriots. What do you think of this move? Do you think this is betrayal by James Harrison?
I definitely think it's betrayal by James Harrison. He said he wanted off the Steelers, but then he goes to sign with the Patriots.
Yeah.
That just makes no sense. That's just a slap in the face. Like, oh, you guys suck. I'm going to go to the team who beat you guys.
Yeah. So do you think he is going to be used as a spy?
Maybe. I mean, Belichick in his press conference didn't really say much because, of course, he's Belichick. Yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, we played the Jets this week. What does that have to do with anything? So he didn't really give us a lot of answers as to what they're going to use James Harrison as. He just said, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So listen to Coach Bill. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if the Patriots defense somehow does get better, and then facing those, AFC North rivals of the Steelers, like the Ravens, they might see them in the playoffs. If they know their plays, then maybe you can look into the controversy a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's totally legal. It's just a little immoral. All right.
So that's about it for the NFL this week. All right. So college football playoffs starting on New Year's Day.
Yep.
We got Clemson and Alabama, who met last 2 years in the national championship, which the playoffs will determine.
Yeah.
The championship being on January 8th. Alabama won the first matchup against Clemson, and last year Clemson won late with a Deshaun Watson touchdown.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson isn't there anymore.
However,
do you think Bama gets revenge?
I think with this matchup between Clemson and Alabama, there are a lot of factors. Deshaun Watson not there anymore. However, the quarterback they have now is strong. I like him a lot. He's making smart decisions, and he took a lot from Watson.
Yeah.
So he was able to take over the team quite well. I think Clemson's defense has been a monster. Their defensive coordinator has done amazing work for them, and it's been fun to watch Clemson play. Alabama lost in the SEC championship game. They are not the SEC champions. However, they did make the playoffs over Auburn, as that was their only loss.
Yeah.
So I think Alabama is looking to prove that they're in this arena for a reason. Nick Saban does not like to lose. Nick Saban is kind of the Bill Belichick of college football. He doesn't say much and he hates to lose. So he's going to go in there with a winning mentality. He's going to be cracking the whip on his guys, and he's going to make sure that they get that trophy and they succeed and further into the national championship. I think on the other side of things, on the other semifinal, you have the 2 against the 3. You have Oklahoma versus Georgia in the Rose Bowl. I think Georgia, with the leading rusher in the SEC in the backfield, I think they have a strong offense. Defense is going to be lacking a little, as one of their linebackers has entered into rehab for drug problems. A key part of that defense, it'll be interesting to see how they can kind of compensate for that missing, because if their defense is lacking, Baker Mayfield, Heisman Trophy winner, I think he's going to take advantage of that missing linebacker and probably throw, for a couple. He's not too much of a runner, but a 5-touchdown performance this year, 4 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
He's been great. That's why he won the trophy. Off-field antics, a little too much for my liking. I think he's kind of spoiled. So we'll see if, something catches up with him or karma, because he's really he's kind of been a brat this year. So I don't want to see Baker Mayfield win. However, it is a real possibility. I'm predicting, though, national championship is going to be Georgia, Alabama, SEC matchup.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. I mean, Alabama, a really strong team, looking for that revenge against Clemson in the
semifinal.
Yeah, the semifinal. And but yeah, Georgia, strong possibility.
Mhm.
Definitely in the championship. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
College is always fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I think that wraps it up. Keegan, any final comments or remarks?
Yeah, one last thing. NBA, congrats, Rajon Rondo. 25 assists last night in the Pelicans win over the Nets. 5 shy of the league record for a single game of 30, and a new Pelicans record. Former Celtic, real proud of you. Way to go, Rajon.
All right. So I think this concludes our second installment.
Definitely.
Here's the Thing Sports.
All right. Remember, like, subscribe, comment. We want to hear from you guys. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're viewing, telling your friends, spreading the word. Thank you so much for your support so far. We look to see you again on the next episode.
Yeah, all links will be in the description. Email, Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. And signing off.